with the arrest of Huawei's chief financial officer, Sabrina Meng. Now, Meng is expected to appear in a court later today in Canada for her bail hearing. Joining us right now is House Financial Services Committee Chairman, Texas Congressman Jeb Hensarling. Congressman, thanks for joining the conversation. Good to see you. Your reaction to what's happening between the U.S. and China. How do you think the U.S. is going to get China to change its behavior in terms of all of this theft of intellectual property over the decades, the forced transfer of technology, and the unwillingness to open its markets?
Well, fortunately, the president has already signed into law a modernization of what we call the CFIUS Act, which has to do with foreign direct investment in the U.S. and including export controls. It was the first major rewrite of this bill in over a decade, and frankly, it came through the House Financial Services Committee. My colleague Robert Pittenger of North Carolina was the real leader on it. And I think that we have it carefully calibrated, and I think that it will go, frankly, it is the proper tool to be used in this fight, much more so than the very blunt instrument of any type of trade war with China. So it's clear that, frankly, not just for years, but for decades, I think the U.S. has turned a blind eye to the wholesale theft of our intellectual property and our technology. But the update of this CFIUS law, which in congressional parlance is known as FIRMA, Foreign Investment Reform and Modernization Act, I think is the right tool. Now, the rules are just now being written under the legislation by the Trump administration. Treasury is writing those rules now. But I think that is kind of a new offensive weapon to be used in the right one.